Somebody once told me the world is gonna roam me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda down with a finger and a thumb with the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, it's time for another video. What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video. Now shout out to the DoD, Disciples of Doom. And in today's Division 2 video, we are going to compare and contrast two different chess pieces. One was, or is, I don't know, that's why I have to compare it. But one has been, there we go, that's the good, correct terminology, has been the highest damage output chess piece for both weapon damage and skill damage in the game. However, because of Title Update 15, we have seen changes to, say, Perfect Intimidate, where that chess piece kind of jumped down a few tiers. It's not really a must-use chess piece anymore. And we have also been introduced into a new gear set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare two different chess pieces. I'm going to compare the Heartbreaker chess piece with Perfect Glass Cannon. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new. We're about to hit 43,000 subscribers. We should hit that today. So thank you guys so much for the ongoing support. And remember to not only subscribe, but ring that notification bell because I bring you Division content every single day. But all right, lastly, don't forget to let me know in the comment section below what you think. And with all that said and done, let's jump into it. So this is going to be a test video, a discussion-based video. All right, so here is going to be the test build. Pretty standard, you know what I mean? It's 4-piece Heartbreaker, Perfect Glass Cannon, and Vigilance. We all know that if you have bonus armor on your character, you're not going to lose Vigilance, so Vigilance is pretty much the golden standard when using Heartbreaker now, unless you are trying to build up that armor quick. Because if you're trying to build up that armor quick, then you could benefit from using the Heartbreaker backpack. However, if you are worried about damage and damage only, you do not need that backpack, and then I would highly recommend you put on a backpack with Vigilance. So what I did here is the only thing I am going to swap out is the chest piece. I'm actually going to keep the 4-piece Heartbreaker, and I'll make it a 5-piece Heartbreaker. But I'm going to leave everything else on this build exactly how it is. I'm not going to touch anything except for the chest piece. That way you can see that this is a clean and easy comparison. Okay, so let's go compare this bad boy, and then we will compare it to the Heartbreaker chest piece. Run! Run! There we go. And like we always do, we will be doing Invulnerable Elite and 5 meters. So remember, change your veterancy over here to Invulnerable Elite. Boom. Invulnerable, Elite. There we go. And then, yep, 5 meters. Okay. So this is the Heartbreaker with Vigilance and Perfect Glass Cannon. So let's talk about Perfect Glass Cannon. Perfect Glass Cannon will amplify all damage you deal by 30%. Amplified. That is a multiplicative buff. Now, the only problem with this is that all the damage you take is amplified by 60%. So you're super squishy. You have to play super smart, and as soon as you get hit, you're going to know it because you're going to lose your armor pretty fast. But the benefit of this is you're a Perfect Glass Cannon. You're running around, you are made of glass, but you hit like a effing cannon. And that's the whole point of it. I use this on my DPS build. I mean, shit, I still use it on my DPS build right now. You can see it right here. However, for this build, let's test it out. Now, if we're at 5 meters, I'm going to use my rock and roll to get the stacks up. Obviously, it's the easiest way. And stacks are up, right? Let's do headshots. 2.27, 2.27, 2.27. Let's see there. Those were my highest crits, 2.271. And then for normal, let's see. I think 2.271 is going to be the highest I can hit. Yep, there it is, 2.271. All right, so right there, that's my highest I can hit with this setup, okay? Now, reason being is that the Heartbreaker, when I get max stacks, I get 50% bonus armor and 50% damage to that pulsed enemy. With the Vigilance, I'm getting 25% weapon damage, and then whenever I take damage on my original armor, that's when this buff will deactivate. However, with bonus armor, and you take damage to the bonus armor, it will not deactivate Vigilance. So this is a very smart chess piece to run. Okay, so what we're doing is we're getting the 25% from the Vigilance, we are getting the 50% from the Heartbreaker, and then we are amplifying that from the Perfect Glass Cannon. Now, let me switch over to the Heartbreaker chess piece. So let's compare the two, shall we? Now, looking at the attributes, we have max weapon damage on both, we have max crit damage on both, and we have max crit damage mods on both. The only difference is that the Heartbreaker does not have crit chance. Okay. Now, the other thing that the Heartbreaker chess piece has is the additional talent max BPM. Now, what this does is this increases your stacks of Heartstopper from 50 to 100. So this essentially adds another 50% damage and bonus armor to your character. Now, we don't give a crap about the bonus armor, not when we're testing it. We only care about the damage. So let's put that sucker on, okay? And here's what the build looks like. Like I said, I'm only going to switch out the chess piece because if I switch out the chess piece and then switch out another piece of gear, it's going to mess up my numbers a little bit. So I want to do this as steady as possible and using all of the other gear, mods, everything. So the only thing I changed is the chest piece. All right, so 2.271. That is the highest I could get my Kingbreaker to hit with 50 stacks and Perfect Glass Cannon. So now we can go up to 100 stacks. Here we go. All right, 100 stacks. 2.747. 2.747. Yeah, that's ridiculous. 2.747. That's what? 500,000 a bullet stronger. And I'm running a 5-piece Heartbreaker. I am running a 5-piece Heartbreaker, and I am hitting for 500,000 more per bullet. That is ridiculous. I went from 2.2 to 2.7. That is ridiculous. Let's do that again. I'm hitting 2.2 off of my first crit, and then it goes up to 2.7. 2.747. That is ridiculous, people. Look at that right there. 2.747. So I am hitting for 500,000 more using the Heartbreaker chest piece than I am using Perfect Glass Cannon. So the best part about all of this is that when you compare the two, and I know it just as much as everyone else because I've ran Perfect Glass Cannon for a very long time now, is that you get no incoming additional damage using the Heartbreaker chest piece. The only thing you get is more bonus armor and more damage. That's it. You're not getting any more additional incoming, nothing like that. You might lose a little bit of crit chance, but who cares? You're hitting for 500k more per bullet. This is ridiculously strong. So yeah, I just wanted to show everyone that, test that out. So it's just ridiculous. So what I would do in this situation is I would keep the Vigilance on there, and then I would probably change I mean, you could change over here to Fenris and then get the additional AR damage, or you could go over here and switch to Fox's Prayer and get that damage as well. But just to give you like a little bonus comparison, here is Fenris versus Fox's Prayer, okay? So I'm going to change nothing on this build except for the holster and knee pads. So again, get 100 stacks. And this is with the Fenris. So now I'm at 2.851. So 2.851 is my highest. Yeah, 2.851. Okay. So let's test that against the Fox's Prayer. So put this back on and switch to the Fox's Prayer. All right. I'm keeping everything crit. All right. So doo-doo-boop-a-doo. Here we go. So I was at 2.851. And here we go with Fox's Prayer. 2.9. 2.947. 2.947. I'm right about hitting 3 million. Isn't that ridiculous? 2.947. So, what I just showed you is that this setup, and I would probably change the Walker Harris for either Fenris or maybe Grupo. And then that would be the hardest hitting you can go. So let's switch out the Walker Harris for the Grupo and see if I can get a higher crit. All right, so here is this. The highest we hit was 2.9. So let's see if we can hit 3 million right here in front of you guys. So let me reload my weapon. All right, so the highest was 2.947. Let's see what we can do here. 3 million. There it is. We hit over 3 million already. It starts off at 2.4, and there it is, 3 million. 3,024,000. So now, the hardest hitting would be with Fox's Prayer and Grupo. Interesting, right? Now, the only thing that I would test against that would be maybe Fenris with Vigilance. However, my Fenris that I use has headshot instead of crit damage, so I can't properly test that. So as of right now for my builds, this would be one of the hardest hitting combos right here. Now, of course, I can hit, upwards of 3.2 million with other certain, pieces, and I have been told to try out Sawyer's knee pads and all of that. But just remember that I typically play as like a run and gun player, and this fits my profile pretty damn nice. I can run and gun, I can use that ACS or rock and roll shotty, get my stacks up, switch over to the Kingbreaker, and blow them the F away. So, what we have tested in here and come up with the conclusion is the Heartbreaker chest piece is better than the Perfect Glass Cannon when using it with Heartbreaker. It is better. It is. And you don't get any additional incoming damage. So you get more damage, you get more bonus armor, and you don't have any additional incoming damage. So what I also did is I tested what it would be like running one-piece Fenris versus the Fox's Prayer, and the Fox's Prayer outdid the Fenris by far. So then I tested the Grupo versus the Walker Harris, and we found out that the Grupo obviously crits higher than the Walker Harris. So this combination right here will get you over 3 million per bullet. Pretty damn sick. But all right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. And if so, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe for more Division content I will be posting every single day. And besides that, I am Kamikazevondoom. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.